Hey everybody, Livesay here. I travel and fish the elites, but I've also spent many years guiding on Lake Fork. Won a couple tournaments on Lake Fork, and I live out there. So today we're just going to talk about, one of the seasonal patterns on Lake Fork. Today we're going to talk about the immediate post spawn. It's kind of a mix of everything. You got gizzard spawning, threadfin spawning, bass post spawn, bass pre-spawn. It's super simple. At Fork, it's mainly fishing clay points, some rocky points. That's what those shad like to spawn on. They like a good hard shell bottom, muscle bottom or just hard clay. And that's what you're looking for, windy clay shell points. They're all over the lake. There's hundreds of them. Some of them are great some days, some of them aren't. And when them fish are up really shallow, schooling on those big shad, and you can see them busting, they might be in a foot of water or less, is a topwater. I like to throw a 6 cents Dogma Halo HFX 7-foot medium cranking rod. When I'm throwing a walking bait like that, I really like a braided line. 40 to 50 pound test on my top waters like this, making really long casts. That braided line helps to get the distance, but it helps you hook those fish when they bite it at the very end of a cast, and work your bait too. So that's the first one, man. When those big shad are up there really shallow and bass are crushing them at Fork, that's it, a topwater with that right setup of hooks and line. And the second one, a lot of times those fish will be up there blowing up on those points like that, and then they'll disperse a little bit. Whether it's the sun or just the time of day, those shad will pull back out, and just be a little bit deeper. So when those fish back off, or maybe the shad are a little smaller, I'll pick up a jerkbait. This is a 6 cents Provoke 106X, just a suspended jerkbait. Rod, I like a Halo HFX 610 medium. That's what I use for most of my jerking stuff. And my line's a little bit different. I like Sunline 100% fluorocarbon, but I like the Crank FC. So that's my second one, and that's usually around the same type of points, just out a little bit further once those fish back out to that, call it 3 to 6 foot range. It's a 1-2 punch. I throw that topwater and the jerkbait. Those are my setups for line, hooks, baits, and everything. Lake Fork, immediate post spawn on the fish, and the shad spawn's going full on. I hope that helps y'all out. Check all the products out. I appreciate y'all tuning in.